everyone. So, I did a video about safety, and I was saying, I believe it's called "Oh No, This Negro Done Went Psycho." So, but in all seriousness, I was saying when you have an accident, stay in the car, don't get out. Please stay in the vehicle, and let's see how the other party is engaging. Okay, do they have any weapons? Are they, what's the mannerism? Is the person being calm, belligerent? So I did the video saying, please stay in the vehicle. Don't get out. Lock the door, call 911. Well, once again, we have an incident that occurred, and it's common to want to get out and converse with the other party, but there are a lot of violent people out there of all nationalities, men and women, okay? This one here is just another case of the Dusty. A Dusty gets out with a fender bender. This happened in H-Town. A Dusty alert, and this is how it went down. Here's the rundown.
Monty, tonight at 10, a Fox 26 exclusive. A family violently robbed, and it was all caught on camera. Tiffany Justice spoke with the family and has this story that you will only see on Fox.
They hit him bad.
The family involved in this scary altercation talking to Fox 26. This man whose face was blurred by the Houston Police Department telling us he's grateful to be alive, speaking with us through translator.
They hit him from the back.
He tells us his niece, her mother, and a friend were going to pick up another loved one when they got into a minor accident off of 610 and Wayside Road. HPD saying the second party then asked for the matter to be resolved without police since the driver was impaired. The uncle agreeing to pay $700 since his niece was at fault.
He was going to give it, ¿cuánto dinero le iba a dar? $700. But they didn't wait till he gave it to them.
Police say once the uncle arrived with the money, the three suspects had changed their mind and demanded more. It quickly escalated. One of the suspects immediately went for the money inside of his pocket. The other hit him over the head with a metal pipe.
Just one time, but it was strong because he has to go to the hospital. And then it didn't work like for 2 weeks.
The uncle's nephew telling Fox 26 he may have only been hit once, but it was severe, and the impact area still causes him pain.
Do you feel like you're grateful to be alive right now?
Sí, que está agradecido por vivir. Yeah, when that happened, he think that he was gonna die. He wants to have like justice, arrest him.
HPD is now looking for these three people.
Stay in the vehicle. Lock the door. Don't get out. I don't care if she is impaired. Just call the police. Do not get out of the vehicle. The irrational mind of the Dusty, I don't know, maybe they should get a scientist to try and dissect it. It's too bad we can't put them all into a room and do some reprogramming. So irrational, so quick to throw these hands. But that's okay. They are setting a narrative, and they don't see it. It's going to come a time in this country. Let this moratorium end. People start kind of wilding out. Time they see a Dusty, they might just start dropping them because you're setting the narrative that you're irrational and very violent. And then the sad thing is, for the decent black man that's not a Dusty, these fools are setting a narrative for you, for the collective. It endangers you. I keep saying the Dusties are dangerous, irrational. So this is how you handle. You agree upon $700, and I know in Texas, this happens outside of Houston. That's very common. Sometimes with the Hispanic population, that'll happen to go, oh, okay, let me bring you some money. That's been going on, I know, for at least past 20 years or more. That's very common. But even with a Dusty, it goes wrong. Even with a Dusty, who are you to pull on the man's pants? This is why nobody wants to invest in the black community. It's too much violence. It's too much irrational behavior. This is why nobody wants to invest in, and this is why you get what you got. This is why. It's not the black women. You blaming baby mamas. No, the main problem is you. Sure, some make a mistake and get pregnant by you, but the main problem is your baby mamas are committing crimes at the level that these dust buckets are. This is why you have gentrification. You want to blame, oh, they moving us out. This is why you have gentrification. The land is so cheap. Why? Because there's so much violence. Why? Because there's so many dust buckets. They bring the property value down. This is why nobody wants to invest in Black America. When they had that question for Biden, the presidential candidates about reparations, what did he do? Go ahead and check the video. He moved on to investing in the Hispanic Americans, Mexican, the immigrants. He said it'd be foolish not to. Invested in the immigrants. Why? Look at those. Okay, case in point. Look at those people that are coming here illegally, and they have them in those cages. Now, we know there's some drug dealing going on. They got some drug news and all that. But look at the ones that are in those cages. Man, if those cages were full of dusties, they would have to evacuate the cage. It would be, and I call them cages because if you look at it, they're all in a close area, and it's like this fence, and it's like, this is where you're putting humans. I understand people broke the law. They want a better life. Totally get it. But if you look at the setting, how they had it's just open and got everybody packed in there, stop and think. Oh, this, the people say, oh, they broke the law. That's why they got them in there. Okay, I understand that. They broke the law. Totally get it. But let's look at the human factor. Man, if those were full of dusties, it would be bloodshed every night. All it would take was for one fool to bump into somebody knowing it's crowding. All it would take for somebody to step on somebody's toe, and Lord, don't let it be a tennis shoe. If those cages was full of dusties, and I hate to say the word cage, but if they were full of dusties, all those immigrants are saying, oh, well, they broke the law and they got up in there. Put some dusties in and see what happened. It would be a stabbing. It would be so many fights. You would have to clear it out to clean up the blood, let that dry, maybe get hazmat, then put the dusties back in again. If you had those dusties in those facilities, it would be so much violence, it would blow your mind. So this right here, said one more time, they love drama, they bring trauma. They always bring a financial implication. There's too many dusties in the nation. So once again, people, we've had a fender bender, and it could be anybody that's, any nationality. I don't care what race, white, green, black, white, Hispanic, Italian. This day and age, just lock the door first. We need to gauge the situation. We need to gauge the behavior of the other party. How are they engaging? What's the activity? What's going on over there? Don't get out. We can stay in a vehicle. We can call the police. Don't get out. So here is another lesson. Beware the angry black man. Please have your peace in hand. I'm out. Thanks for watching. Feel free to please share, comment, subscribe, okay? I look forward to your comments. And most of all, stay safe. Thanks.